Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys, this is one not to be missed. We're talking about 𝗕𝗫𝗀 and everything that this governance token could mean for the future. This is absolutely massive, so do stay tuned. And as always, if you find this useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really does appreciate it, and so do I. And if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By being a subscriber, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, Chris, obviously ZILiqa, your ZIL token, 𝗕𝗫𝗀, the governance token for the ZILiqa blockchain, absolutely massive. Should we dive into just what we're thinking here?
Yeah, I think this is huge. Stay tuned, guys.
Fantastic. So, in essence, so what is 𝗕𝗫𝗀? So, 𝗕𝗫𝗀 is the governance token for the ZILiqa blockchain, and basically, basically allows you to do things like voting and, basically participate in the, the governance of the blockchain itself, right? Which is absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously 𝗕𝗫𝗀 is it's finite, it's limited, all right? There's only, I believe, 682,550 approximately, something like that, and we'll get into that in a moment. But as a maximum supply, that is the amount of 𝗕𝗫𝗀 that will ever exist, okay? And it's only going to be distributed for 1 year to people who are staking the ZIL token. So ultimately, we have a very short window to get the allocation of 𝗕𝗫𝗀 out there, and I think the rewards, Chris, are 1 𝗕𝗫𝗀 to every 1,000 ZIL rewards that you basically achieve through staking. So pretty decent numbers when we start talking, and we'll get into the number side in a moment as well. But basically, if you are invested in ZILiqa and not staking it, it's really important that you do go ahead and stake it, because by staking it, for every 1,000 ZIL that you earn as a reward, you'll also be gifted 1 𝗕𝗫𝗀, and that's really important. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to CoinMarketCap here, and we can just see obviously the 𝗕𝗫𝗀, right, the governance ZIL token here. This currently has a value of $123. That's reasonably high, but not the all-time high. Obviously we can see it's new. It's only started actually being earned from October this year in 2020. And ultimately, it's going to be going up in value over the long term, right? So the all-time high to date, as we record this, was achieved on the 20th of December. And that was $185. Even that's a freaking steal, really. So as I was saying earlier, Chris, there's a maximum supply, a finite supply at 682,550 𝗕𝗫𝗀, right? So just over 500,000. And let's put this into perspective, right? Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a 21 million finite supply, okay? Whereas 𝗕𝗫𝗀 here has 682,550 maximum supply. So it's a hell of a lot less, and is more scarce than Bitcoin. And to put that into context, you can see everything that's happening with Bitcoin at the moment, just because it's scarcity, right? There's not enough of it, and every so often, the mining rates get halved, and it becomes really, really scarce, right? While here with 𝗕𝗫𝗀, all 682,000 will be distributed in that 1 year period. It's all out, it's all done. There is nothing else to do. It's all there. There never will be any more, right? You'll have 682,550 ever made. Now, some of that may get lost, right? It may just disappear, unfortunately, as people lose keys and they don't necessarily know what they're doing. So in fact, it may be less than that. Let's just say, hypothetically, it were to average out and say there's only 500,000 𝗕𝗫𝗀 in existence. What do you think the price is going to do? This is going to potentially be absolutely massive. At the moment, as speaking, it's got an $80 million market cap, right? And just imagine what might happen when it starts hitting those higher numbers, right? So to give that a bit of an example as to what we're kind of referring to here, we'll look at Yearn Finance, right? Another low capacity coin with a finite supply. This particular supply is 30,000, so a lot significantly smaller than even 𝗕𝗫𝗀, but miles smaller than things like Bitcoin with a 21 million supply. So ultimately, we can see this is a $35,000 price at the moment. and has $1 billion in that market cap. And if we shoot on down here, we'll just have a look at the all-time high for this was $43,000, right? So again, this was relatively new. It was launched out in August, and I think ultimately it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with GZIL in this example, right? Because ultimately, I feel that GZIL is going to be one of those things that you're not going to want to potentially sell for a period of time, and a significant period of time at that. The governance token, this is what gives you the voting rights on Zilliqa. This is something that people might actually start paying premium for, because ultimately this is going to allow them to dictate the direction of the blockchain. So very important, guys, that if you're a holder of ZIL tokens right now, to go ahead, get it staked, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You have a very short window to get this governance token. And if we were to say, that was to become, $1 billion, you're talking significant value increases on this token, and it's going to be massive, Chris.
Yeah, it really is, Nick. It really is. We're both staking, right?
Absolutely.
Has to be done.
So guys, really important. We wanted to just highlight just how important we feel that the Zilliqa GZIL token actually is, and that period of time to be able to get this done is not very long. So here's the FAQs, and we can go through this. What is staking? How will it help me? So staking tokens is a great way to earn passive income, right? So as you might do via a bank saving or interest account, staking will push Zilliqa's network's decentralization to a new level while bringing more benefits to the wider community. The APY for non-custodial staking on Zilliqa will depend on the total amount of ZIL in circulation being staked. So for example, if 80% of the amount of ZIL in circulation is staked, users would expect about 6%, but we are currently experiencing higher than that, I believe, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So are any seed operators, SSNs, supporting ZIL non-custodial staking? Yes, there are 5 confirmed. So obviously we have those on here as well. And I won't go into all of that detail, but definitely do investigate that. What is active versus non-active? And again, you can look into those things. But yeah, what is the governance ZIL, right? GZIL, and how will I earn it? So GZIL basically are the ZRC2 compliant fungible tokens that can be earned alongside staking rewards. GZIL will only be issued when a user withdraws their ZIL staking rewards from the designated SSN operator. For every 1,000 ZIL earned as staking reward, 1 ZIL will be issued. So basically that is 0.001 GZIL will be issued for every 1 ZIL staking reward. So GZIL is essentially a governance token which empowers long-term token holders and frequent engagers to become a decision maker in the Zilliqa ecosystem. This can be compared to a DAO-like structure where GZIL holders can vote and make decisions on community and partner projects powered by ZIL. GZIL derives part of its value from scarcity. Hence, it will only be issued for 1 year starting from the launch of non-custodial ZIL staking. That was happening and started on the 14th of October 2020. With the objective to incentivize early birds, Zilliqa will control minting and distributing of GZIL, capping it at 722,700. And I believe that actually changed to what we see today as the 682,550. So really do, I think it's going to be absolutely massive. So if I don't want to use my GZIL to make a decision maker in a network, can I exchange them? Yes, you can swap GZIL for other ZRC2 tokens via a newly launched decentralized exchange, ZILSwap, or contribute to its liquidity pool in return for rewards. So what is this unbonding period from my staking ZIL? Can I withdraw my staked ZIL at any point in time? So that will be will be decided by our staking partners. They will set the prerequisites such that they can meet the minimum stake amount of 10 million ZIL per state seed node in order to continue serving as state seed pool operators. So I won't get into all of that, but is there a minimum ZIL needed to stake? Yes, you need at least 10 ZIL, and I think that's pretty reasonable at their current pricing. And what is there? Is there uncapped staking? So uncapped basically means there is no upper limit on the amount of ZIL that can be staked. Okay. Capped staking proposed in ZIP-3 was not financially viable for stakers. So yeah. What does it mean when my rewards are buffering? Buffering basically means that your ZIL is in line to be staked during the next reward cycle. What kind of ecosystem decisions can GZIL holders make in the long term? So GZIL will be used for broader ecosystem governance. We will create a DAO-like structure through which GZIL holders can invest in community projects, with longer-term goal of moving all ecosystem funding to a DAO and empowering the community to make also to be decision makers in the funded projects. The community holding GZILs will be able to vote on proposals alongside Zilliqa research on making decisions. More on this will be released as a separate ZIP. So what gives GZIL its value? And basically, GZIL derives its value from scarcity, minting and distributing. And again, we have that 722,700 for a period of 1 year. We encourage you to stake as early as possible to increase your chances of earning GZIL. And basically, it's a very limited time, guys. Really, I think you should get in on that as soon as possible. And can you stake with your Nano? Yes, basically, that's how we are doing it, Chris. We have our ledger, Nano, all hooked up and doing that good stuff. So is there a minimum amount of ZILs needed to stake? Again, we talked about that as 10. And if a node goes down, will I lose my money? In the current model, if a node goes down, your stake does not get impacted and you will not earn the reward, but your stake is intact. So ultimately, I think this is absolutely fantastic. And I do urge you guys, whilst there is a limited time to get involved with Zilliqa, get staking, earn that GZIL, because this thing is potentially, in the next few years going to be absolutely massive. So Chris, anything you wanted to add on the Zilliqa and GZIL?
No, just you've pretty much covered it all, Nick. Like for me, so no, nothing for me to add.
Nothing from my puppet. Fantastic. So as always, guys, if you found this useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it, and so do I. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with that said, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Take care.